Yesterday, the Institute for Healthcare Informatics, that's a publicly traded corporation that calls itself the country's largest vendor of U.S. physician prescribing information, yesterday they announced that 2014 was a very busy year for pharmacy. In 2014, which is the first year, of course, of government-mandated insurance for many millions of Americans who signed up under Obamacare, medicine spending on prescription drugs, coincidentally, or maybe not coincidentally, increased at the highest rate since 2001. So 2014 was a banner year for prescription drugs. Total spending increased over 10%. It's now close to $400 billion, billion with a B, nearly $500 billion on prescription drugs spent in the United States of America alone. And that's for something like 4.3 billion prescriptions, another record. Comes out to about 100. What does that come out to? That is around $100 per prescription. Of course, the lion's share of that is not paid for by the patient, but by the government via taxpayer and insurance companies. And the worst part of it all is that for all of that hard-earned personal income, for all that tax money that we're spending on prescription drugs, we're sicker than ever. What is it going to take for us to finally realize, for it to dawn on Americans and humanity in general, that this is a medical ripoff of epic proportions? It's a ripoff of epic proportions, a scam that's exploitative and predatory. And not only that, but at the end of the day, because we're really talking about our health, there's nothing more important to us than our health. At the end of the day, this pharmaceutical chicanery is not just predatory and exploitative, it's downright anti-humanity. So let's be clear here. The medical model of treating illness does not work. It does great for surgeries for emergencies. It does great for infectious disease, perhaps. But as far as chronic degenerative disease, which is the bulk of our illnesses, 80% or more, the medical model is a complete and abject failure, F- on its report card. And it can't help but be that way. And if we think that doctors are going to cure or reverse our arthritis or hypertension or celiac disease, autoimmunity, whatever, we have guzzled the Kool-Aid. We haven't drank it, we've guzzled it. And we're like the goose laying the golden eggs. We're like a dairy cow just waiting to be milked. But that doesn't matter, folks, because we can carry our own health water. We can take care of our health business ourselves. This has been Dr. Wallach's message for decades. This has been my message for years. Via lifestyle choices, food, water, nutritional supplementation, oxygen, deep breathing techniques, exercise, we can take care of our health business ourselves in a way that your doctor cannot and never will be able to do. Because at the end of the day, chronic degenerative disease is not a medical issue. It's a lifestyle issue. We got plenty of doctors, folks. We got plenty of prescriptions. We're spending lots of money on medicine, and you need to look no further than the pathetic state of health that many millions of Americans live with, at the pathetic state of general health that America represents. Conversely, opposite, by addressing our health illnesses, our health challenges with nutrition, the mighty 90 essential nutrients, the Healthy Start Pack, so cleverly formulated by Dr. Wallach, by eating correctly, by laying off processed food, by avoiding gluten, by oxygenation, detoxification of the cell, and that's, by the way, where all disease begins. We can do it ourselves. All degenerative disease, arthritis and celiac and Crohn's and autoimmune diseases and multiple sclerosis and Parkinson's disease and amyotrophic lateral sclerosis and hidradenitis suppurativa, whatever. It all has to do with the cells not doing their business. If it's heart disease, you're talking about a heart cell. If it's skin disease, you're talking about a skin cell. If it's bone disease, you're talking about a bone cell. If it's brain disease, you're talking about a brain cell. And there's not a lot that a cell needs. It needs nutrition, it needs oxygen, and it needs detoxification. Nutrition as in the mighty 90 essential nutrients, oxygen as in deep breathing and moving your body around, and detoxification as in, again, deep breathing, moving your body around, digestive strategies, and staying away from poisons. I call that the triangle of disease. Those are the 3 points where all chronic degenerative disease begins. Digestive, blood sugar, and then the adrenal thyroid complex. Speaking of blood sugar, from the Journal of Clinical Investigation, quote, "New evidence links Alzheimer's disease and diabetes." Quoting from the article, Quote, an emerging body of research suggests that Alzheimer's disease may be linked to insulin resistance, constituting, get this now, a third type of diabetes. This is the latest science, but Dr. Wallach's been talking about this for years. I've been talking about this for years. On my program, The Bright Side, Dr. Glidden's been saying this for years. So now the medical model confirms what we've all known, and what any biochemist knew, what all alternative practitioners know, that blood sugar issues are behind disease, especially behind brain disease and nervous system disease, and you don't need a prescription drug to deal with blood sugar issues. Dietary strategies, lifestyle strategies, changing the way you eat, and getting on the Healthy Start Pack, maybe throwing in a little sweeties as well. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben, sitting in for Dr. Wallach today. You're listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. Got lines open for you. 831-685-1080 is our priority line number, 888-379-2552, toll free. We want to hear from you today. We'll take a break and come back right after this. Don't go away.
Do certain foods cause you to bloat or experience gas? Do you wake up in the middle of the night with heartburn? Are you forced to sleep on piles and piles of pillows to cut down on heartburn? Have you been diagnosed with acid reflux or gastroesophageal reflux disease? If any of these describes you, then you've got digestive problems. I was awakened with heartburn almost every night for over 20 years. Then I heard Dr. Wallach and realized all of the antacids I'd been using were actually part of the problem. My stomach acid wasn't too strong, it wasn't strong enough. So I started taking the ultimate enzymes from Longevity. Now all of the heartburn, belching, and bloating are gone, and I can sleep through the night without piling on the pillows. And I'm back to eating the spicy foods I love. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Numerous studies have shown the link between the intake of antioxidants and disease prevention. Foods and supplements are measured in an ORAC scale. ORAC is an acronym for Oxygen Radical Absorption Capacity. In other words, the ability to remove disease-causing free radicals from the human body. Longevity's Cell Shield RTQ has an ORAC value of 15,800 points per serving. Cell Shield RTQ contains resveratrol, known as an anti-aging compound. Turmeric, known for promoting healthy digestion, brain function, immune system, and cellular longevity. Quercetin, a flavonoid, is known for promoting healthy blood sugar metabolism and healthy lung and cardiovascular function. Remove free radicals from your body with Cell Shield RTQ from Longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
I'll be sitting in for the next 45 minutes or so with my good friend and colleague Douglas Winfrey. What is up, Doug? How you doing, buddy?
Well, welcome back to the show. And I would say that a colleague of yours out there in Colorado, a Dr. Tim Byers, he's the director of cancer prevention and control at the University of Colorado Cancer Center, he would disagree with you.
Yeah, what's the problem?
The headline of this Fox News story reads, dietary supplements linked to increased cancer risk.
Please.
They say consumers are always looking for ways to minimize their cancer risk. One reason why they turn to the over-the-counter vitamin and mineral supplements. However, new research finds that some may end up doing more harm than good, according to this Byers guy. He conducted a meta-analysis, and that is where you go look at someone else's research and come to your own conclusion. And anyone who's ever studied statistics knows that you can make statistics come out whatever outcome you choose to make it. And they say he looked at 2 decades worth of research, 12 trials that involved more than 300,000 people, and found a number of supplements actually made a person more likely to develop certain types of cancer. Began his investigation on the association between supplement and cancer risk 20 years ago. He and many other researchers observed that people who ate more fruits and vegetables cut their cancer risk. And they wondered if taking vitamin supplements that provide the same vitamins and minerals as fruits and vegetables could offer some similar protection. Well, right there is a fallacy because in today's current agriculture, those fruits and vegetables only got NPK. So those are the only minerals that anybody eating those fruits or vegetables are going to get unless it's in the soil. And most of our soil is depleted, as the U.S. government came out, I believe it was in 1934, and made the statement that the U.S. crops and range soils were devoid of nutrients, and that came out in 1934. No one's done anything to add anything extra to the soil in all those years. So even if you're getting organic stuff, you're still not getting minerals because it's just not in the food. So making that kind of a connection, they're just way out there. He said his findings suggest that rather than warding off cancer, taking lots of supplements may raise a person's risk. He's quoted as saying there's enough evidence along these lines that we should really consider better regulation of these nutritional supplements. He presented his research at the American Association for Cancer Research, found that people who took high doses of beta-carotene supplements increase their risk for lung cancer. Selenium supplements have been associated with skin cancer, and men who took vitamin E had an elevated risk for prostate cancer. Folic acid and vitamin B and B vitamin taken in excess could lead to increased risk of colon cancer. This is just nuts.
So what did they do? They just took each individual supplement and
most likely, and it just goes to show the ignorance of the medical industry, because anyone who's studied biochemistry, you would know that, as an example, your body needs calcium, but in order to shuttle calcium around in your body, you also need a cofactor of magnesium. So all of these studies always look at one thing, and they don't look at the fact that all of these things work together. That's why Dr. Wallach came up with the mighty 90, the 90 essential nutrients, because your body needs all of that stuff in the right ratios in concert in order to keep you healthy.
And you would think a medical professional would understand how the body worked. Nutrition.
To their defense, they're just not taught the right stuff. I mean, it all goes back to the Flexner report back in the day, where the Morgan Foundation decided to fund schools that were teaching pharmaceutical medicine rather than the ones that were teaching more homeopathic or naturopathic type ideas.
Where does the human being come into the equation?
Apparently it doesn't, because you can't make money that way.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why we had a banner year for prescriptions last year. Did we get better? Because we got all these prescriptions? Are people feeling healthier and people feeling stronger? Did diabetes rates go down? Did heart disease improve?
Yeah.
Cancer rates improve? No.
Well, the doctors felt better because they made more money.
Well, at the end of the day, Douglas, we're all responsible. Why would anybody submit to this kind of treatment when it comes to medicine, especially when there's these alternatives that we talk about every day here on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program, on my radio program, and on other programs as well? Got to be informed, and that's what it's really all about. Otherwise, we're going to be fodder. We're going to be grist for the medical model mill. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben, along with Doug Winfrey, sitting in for Dr. Wallach. Got more to say. Got a couple other studies I want to talk about when we come back from our break, and we'll take your phone calls as well. 831-685-1080 is our priority line number. 888-379-2552, toll free. We're coming back with more good health information on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program right after this. Don't go away.
When you perspire, working or playing, your body is losing more than just water. That's why it tastes salty. But what you're sweating out is more than just salt and potassium, as some sports drinks will have you believe. One of the most well-known sports drinks only has 2 nutrients, and it's loaded with sugar. Some have a mineral or two with a couple of vitamins. Longevity's exceptional sports drink, Rebound FX, is chock full of cancer-fighting antioxidants, a full spectrum of vitamins, plant-derived minerals, and herbs. Rebound FX is a highly absorbable liquid supplement that gives you quick, sustained energy. Rebound FX supports cardiovascular health, immune health, and boosts stamina and energy. Don't short yourself during and after your workout with just a couple of nutrients. Drink Longevity's Rebound FX for optimal health. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Hey, if you're like me, your life is hectic. You don't know where you're going to be next. Between kids and family and in-laws and work and traffic and everything else that's driving me crazy right now, my life is insane. I bet your life's insane as well. When do we have time to get every single nutrient we need to be healthy? When? Well, I've got a tip for you. Take a product called Pollen Burst. It's so simple, even I can do it. All you have to do is open the package, pour it in water, mix it up, and bam, you're ready to go. It tastes great. It's not one of those medicine tasting things. It tastes great, low in calories, helps curb your appetite, gives you natural energy that doesn't let you crash, gives you your vitamins, minerals, nutrients, everything from the plant world. And I got to tell you, for a busy person like me or a busy person like you, we need simple, we need good. Pollen Burst is your answer. Tastes great. Try it, and you'll feel better.
Call your local longevity distributor to find out how Pollen Burst can make you feel better. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Hi, my name is Scott Fuchs, teacher and rowing coach for over 14 years. I was sluggish, overweight, on prescription drugs, and only 30-something. Fortunately, I was referred to Dr. Z, and happy to say Dr. Z's all-natural protocols over a consistent course resolved my health issues. I'm in the best shape of my life, and most importantly, on 0 medications.
I'm Dr. Zdanowski, author of Evology, trained as a primary care physician, surgical manipulation under anesthesia, expert in nutrition, diet, weight loss, immune system, and I specialize in chiropractic. My 15 years of professional experience has taught me the 4 keys to vibrant health: a balanced musculoskeletal system, an integrated nervous system, a flowing lymphatic system, and a body filled with over 90 essential nutrients. This has been a secret too long. Actualize your potential, reverse disease. Call me, Dr. Z, 201-945-1177, 201-945-1177, evolyourself.com.
Doug, reading from the Journal of the American College of Cardiology, atrial fibrillation recurrence, AFib, heart arrhythmias, AFib recurrence lower with sleep apnea treatment. They put one of those CPAP machines on people, and their AFib disappears, and they don't even need any drugs. Now, why do you suppose that would be?
I have no idea. Because, Dr. Wallach claims that AFib is due to like osteoporosis because of the pinching of the 8th cranial nerve.
Same kind of thing. It's inflammation, all that.
Or 7th or something.
There's all it's always the basics. So why would a CPAP machine? By the way, CPAP stands for continuous positive airway pressure machine. It's when oxygen is just forced into your lungs.
I know a few people that are on those things, and they swear by them. They say they sleep a lot better.
Because you get oxygen. Without oxygen, you can't sleep. Lack of oxygen tells the body it's going to die. And if your body thinks it's going to die, it's not falling asleep. It's going to go out and it acts like there's an emergency. Well, what this tells you, if AFib recurrence drops when you breathe correctly or when you get oxygen into the system, what does that tell you? That tells you that AFib is an oxygen problem. It's a breathing problem. Cells aren't getting oxygenated. The heart isn't getting oxygenated. So when they pump oxygen into you, your AFib improves. So what do you need to do? Well, you certainly don't need a nasty drug if you have AFib. You don't need a blood thinning drug if you have AFib. You don't need a cardiac ablation where they burn part of your heart. Literally, they cauterize part of your heart if you have AFib. You don't need a nasty beta blocker drug which poisons your heart if you have AFib. You need oxygen. And you don't need a CPAP machine to get oxygen. And you don't need a doctor's prescription to get oxygen. You sit on the couch and you practice slow, deep breathing. I had a friend, a guy, both you and I, Doug, you and I both know this guy, right? And his brother's a doctor. I'm not even going to tell you, I'm not going to mention any names here. His brother's a doctor, and his brother has AFib. His brother's very sick on top of it, but he's got AFib. And I've been telling this guy, you got to practice deep breathing. The AFib is caused by your heart not getting enough oxygen. Doesn't listen. His AFib is still percolating along. Listen, if you have a heart problem, you got an oxygen problem. If you have a blood problem, you have an oxygen problem. If you have any problems, you more than likely are dealing with an oxygen problem, as well as blood sugar issues and digestive issues. So what do? You sit on the couch and you practice your deep breathing. You stabilize your blood sugar by staying away from problem foods, blood sugar spiking foods, breads and pastas and desserts and fruit juices, etc. You get on the sweeties and make sure you're using your chromium and vanadium. You get on the Healthy Start Pack and make sure you're sipping on the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. Use the Fucoid Z, which also stabilizes the blood sugar. Get on the Biolumin Nightly Essence. Do a food diary. Eliminate problem foods. Do you hear the word medicine here anywhere? Do you hear the word doctor here anywhere? Do you hear the word prescription drug here anywhere? Think of the money you'll be saving. Think of the side effects you'll be avoiding. And think of the real health changes you will be making. And it doesn't take long, folks. Most folks will notice results when they get on the Healthy Start Pack and they start some of these breathing strategies and blood sugar stabilizing strategies and food elimination strategies. Most folks will notice results within 1 or 2 days. Within 30 days, you can become a new person. And I'm not telling you this just because I read it somewhere. I'm telling you this because I've observed it with my own 2 eyes. Not once, not twice, not 100 times, but thousands of times over the last 20 plus years of working with Dr. Wallach in longevity. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. Thanks for listening, friends. We got a couple lines open for you, 831-685-1080 or 888-379-2552, toll free. We'll come back with your phone calls right after this. You're listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program on the CBS Radio Network.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. Again, that number is 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we will see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember the phone number. Again, it's 313-444-3463. Again, that number is 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
By now, you may have heard a bit about Bitcoins, but did you know Bitcoins are now over an $8.5 billion market? And did you know that over 65,000 businesses now accept Bitcoins? Listen, if you're already earning Bitcoins or trying to make money in the Bitcoin market, you've got to know bidbit.co. Why? Because bidbit.co is where you can easily receive Bitcoins by selling and auctioning off your own personal items or promote business products and services for Bitcoins. You heard right. Whether personal or business, you can now buy, sell, and auction your products and services quickly, easily, and securely for Bitcoin at bidbit.co, the first and only marketplace website to offer Bidbit Escrow, a proprietary technology which gives buyers and sellers security and peace of mind because all transactions are protected. Start today. It's free to join, free to post, free to auction, and free to bid at bidbit.co. Buy, sell, bid, or auction everything Bitcoin. That's www.bidbit.co, bidbit.co.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99 and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows. Pause and rewind live TV. Even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
Okay, we are back on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. We'll get your calls here in a sec. I want to tell you about this one other study, Doug, from the Annals of Internal Medicine. Check this out. Statin use in elderly would prevent disease, but could carry considerable side effects. Interesting. They want to give you these statin drugs, but they admit that you're going to get these side effects. Now, it's true, they say elderly folks, but really anybody is going to have side effects. Apparently, the side effects include brain health issues as well as muscle health issues, and the thinking is that elderly folks are more sensitive that way. They got more likelihood for having brain problems or muscle problems. But anybody can have a brain problem or a muscle problem if you're on a statin drug, because cholesterol is important for your brain and for your muscles. So why take a statin drug? Oh, you got to lower your cholesterol. The best way to lower your cholesterol, folks, is to drop your blood sugar. Cholesterol and blood sugar go hand in hand. So if any MD is trying to get you to be on a statin drug, and they're very convincing, they're very persuasive, lower your blood sugar, get on the sweeties, reduce your intake of fast-burning carbohydrates and flours and processed foods, floury foods, etc. Watch your cholesterol levels drop like a stone. Watch your weight drop like a stone. Watch your blood pressure drop like a stone. And watch your blood sugar drop as well. That's how simple and easy health can be. All right. If you have questions about health, nutrition, prescription drugs, if you want to get off your meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program, we're here for you. 831-685-1080, 831-685-1080 is our priority line number, 888-379-2552, toll free. Let's take our first phone call of the day, Doug.
Let's head to California. And Robert, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
What's up, Robert? Hey.
Yes. I was wondering if you could help me out with, I have morning BP spike.
Morning high blood pressure?
Yeah, morning high blood pressure. A couple of years ago, I was diagnosed with heart issues and hypertension.
You sound like a youngster. Are you young or you just sound young?
I'm 50.
50?
Yes.
Wow, you sound really young. Okay, here's what you need to do. And first thing in the morning, our body has a wake-up, gets a surge of wake-up chemical. It's called cortisol. Happens around 4 or 5 in the morning. We get up. That's one of the ways we get up. Sometimes people will get up in the middle of the night, or 4 or 5 in the morning, I should say, and can't go back to sleep. That's because you get this surge of cortisol that's timed with the light. And that's a good thing. It gets us up in the morning, but apparently for you it's not a good thing because it's spiking your blood pressure. So what you want to do is you want to start to relax the body as you wake up. So you're going to find yourself waking up typically 4 or 5 in the morning because of that surge of cortisol. And then while you're lying in bed, start doing some slow, deep breathing. This is the fastest way to lower your blood pressure. Anybody out there listening, not just for Robert, if you're dealing with hypertension issues, if you're dealing with high blood pressure issues, oxygenation is the key to reducing your blood pressure, and you can test this out yourself. Do you have a blood pressure cuff, Robert?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you can test this out yourself. You don't have to take my word for it. Do your when your blood pressure goes up. Well, actually, just take a baseline blood pressure reading with your cuff. Sit on the couch and just do it normally, and then practice slow, deep breathing for 3 or 4 minutes. Do 30 seconds in, or 15 seconds in, 15 seconds out. That'll be hard enough for you to do. If you can do 15 seconds in, 15 seconds out, that'll be 2 breaths a minute. Do it for 3 or 4 minutes, so you get 6 to 8 breaths. Then do your blood pressure again, or take your blood pressure reading again, and you'll notice it drops like a stone. Another thing you can do to drop your blood pressure or observe the drop in blood pressure from the relaxation response is taking a hot bath or a hot shower. Take your blood pressure, see the reading, get in the shower, take a hot shower for 5 or 10 minutes, come out and do another blood pressure reading, or a hot bath if you like. And then you'll notice your blood pressure will drop like a stone. Why is that? It's because the oxygen and the hot water relax the body. They activate the relaxation nervous system, and it's impossible to have high blood pressure when your body is relaxed. There's a couple other things you want to do from a nutritional standpoint, so hang tight, and I'll tell you what those are when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. 831-685-1080 is our priority line number, 888-379-2552, toll free. We're coming back with more good health information on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program right after this commercial break. Don't go away.
We live in a complicated society. Stressful issues are always popping up. Have you ever been treated unfairly by someone? Have you ever been overcharged for a repair? Have you ever signed a contract or a document? Worried about identity theft? How many times have you been in those unique situations where you just wanted to call an attorney to find out if you're right or wrong, or what your legal rights are? But every time you think about calling an attorney, what do you think about first? That's right. Who do you call, and how much will it cost? Our friends at Legal Shield have found a solution. With a nationwide network of 6,900 attorneys who average over 19 years of experience, Legal Shield's law firms take over 40,000 calls per week helping their members. For less than $20 per month, you can have access to Legal Shield on everything from the trivial to the traumatic. Let Legal Shield stand up for your rights at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com. Or call 855-340-SAVE, 855-340-7283.
Results will vary from case to case.
Free. Robert, you there, my friend?
Yes.
All right, so hypertension is a sign of an emergency response. It's one of the ways the body reroutes the blood so all the cells get the oxygen that they need. By making sure you're giving yourself oxygen through breathing, you can help eliminate some of that stress response or emergency response. There's also wonderful nutritional supplements to use. The Healthy Start Pack, that goes without saying. That's a starter for everybody. Every human being, in my opinion, should be on that Healthy Start Pack, especially if you're dealing with a health challenge. You might want to consider using digestive enzymes, the ultimate enzymes that can help thin the blood a little bit. The ultimate enzymes can be taken with meals, obviously, to help you digest your food. But when you take the ultimate enzymes on an empty stomach, they can actually help thin the blood a little bit as well. And thick, sticky blood will cause hypertension. You might want to consider the sweeties. The sweeties helps stabilize blood sugar, and blood sugar toxicity, that is elevated sugar in the blood, will thicken the blood also. And then the sweeties will help you in that regard. And then last but not least, I would try the Fucoid Z. There's a very interesting relationship between blood thinning and fucoidin, the active ingredient in the Fucoid Z. So you got lots of options there. Nobody needs to suffer with hypertension, and nobody needs to be on a toxic prescription drug when there's all these wonderful alternatives. Thanks for your call, Robert. Hope we helped you out. Who's next on the line, Doug?
All right, let's head to Emmitsburg, Maryland, and Carmen. You're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Hey, Carmen.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well. How you doing? How can we help you?
On my arm, I tore my rotator cuffs. I tore the left one, yanking my dad a couple of years ago in 2012. And so I took the vitamins and the bone and joint and some glucogel, and I repaired it in 3 months, and then I went back to work, and in 2 weeks I tore it again because they had me doing something I've never done before, and they keep telling me I'm too slow. I'm like 60. I said, get a 20-year-old. I can't do this.
You sound great. You're 60?
Thank you. I'll be 62 in June.
You sound awesome.
Thank you. So I want to know, the doctor said that it's a doctor of osteopathy, and I told him I don't want surgery. He said he could do PRP, where you take the 2 vials of blood and spin it and separate platelets and put the platelets back into the shoulder where it needs to be repaired, and that will help it speed up to repair more quickly. And I want to know, can you just give me more stuff to take so I don't do that?
More stuff to take. A couple things you want to do. First of all, if you have any digestive health issues, that's going to cause a subclinical or mild inflammation that you may not notice, but it may make that rotator cuff a little bit more fragile, if you will. Okay. So I would be suspecting, especially at the age of 60, that there's something underlying in the digestive system, and there may be some mild inflammation that's going on inside your body. If you know you have some digestive health issues, you need to correct those. That's first of all. Get yourself on the Biolumin Nightly Essence. 3 capsules in the morning, 3 capsules at night. Get on the Fucoid Z, wonderfully anti-inflammatory, and it can help protect you against any kinds of against the entrance of toxins into the blood through the digestive system. 3 capsules in the morning, 3 capsules at night. The ultimate enzymes, I was talking to Robert earlier about how the ultimate enzymes have blood thinning properties. Well, they also have anti-inflammatory properties. They're great if you're going into surgery. They're great if you're dealing with rotator cuff problems or arthritis, but you got to take them on an empty stomach to take advantage of their anti-inflammatory properties. If you take them with food, they'll help you digest your food. So try the ultimate enzymes as well. Of course, you're going to want the Healthy Start Pack. Take a little extra essential fatty acids, a little extra ultimate EFA. Instead of 9 a day, you might want to take 12 a day. The ultimate essential fatty acids are very important for rebuilding tissue. And then stay on those glucogel caps. In addition to the glucogel caps, you can get a lot of glucosamine and glucosamine-like substances in cartilage foods. That's why I like bone soup so much. So if you like chicken soup, make yourself some homemade chicken soup. Using the bones, you take the bones, the carcass of the chicken, you put it in the water, and let the water simmer until that cartilage kind of gets loose and the water gets a little bit thick. And then you'll know you're getting your glucosamine and your high hyaluronic acid and a couple other of the nutrients that are so important for building cartilage. Always use vitamin C with your glucosamine and your cartilage-containing foods. There's a very interesting relationship between the two, vitamin C and glucosamine. They work together. So you always want to do your Beyond Tangy Tangerine, which is a wonderful source of vitamin C, with your glucogel caps and with your bone soup. And that should be enough to get you going. You might also want to throw in some Slender FX because protein is super duper important for rebuilding joints. Do the Slender FX with the ultimate enzymes. Hope that helps you out, and thanks so much for your call.
And do you think the CM capsules would help?
That would help some with the pain
as well.
Yeah, with the pain too, and the topical CM. That's a good point, Doug. Thanks for bringing that up. The acetylmyrostoleate capsules. I like the acetylmyrostoleate cream personally because that works really well, really fast. But they both are very effective. CM is amazing stuff. Thanks for bringing that up, Doug. Okay, let's see if we can get one more call in before we go to break.
All right, let's head to South Dakota. And Judy, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Hey, Judy.
Hi. I am 69 years old, and I am unfortunately at 200 pounds, and I tried to lose. But my main thing is I'm calling about I have wet macular degeneration in the late stages.
Okay.
Could I get protocol?
Well, yeah, you got the weight problem and the macular degeneration both go hand in hand. So it's a sign that your blood sugar is messed up. If you got some diabetes going on, I don't know what the doctors told you. It doesn't really matter what they've told you. Your symptoms are talking louder than any test they could give, and your blood sugar is messed up. So what you need to do is you need to start working on that blood sugar. Now, the digestive system, that goes without saying. That's always the first thing you want to do. And blood sugar problems and diabetes are associated with digestive health issues. So chances are, at the age of 69, that you've been dealing with some digestive health issues probably your whole life. If not your whole life, then for a long time. So you want to get those taken care of and eliminate problem foods, the bioluminescence and the digestive enzymes. Those are all very important. But the diabetes, the blood sugar is urgent, because if you got macular degeneration and you've got this kind of weight problem, chances are really good that your heart is having problems too, and you're probably having blood pressure issues, and that'll kill you. And so macular degeneration, that's not good. The weight's not good, but the circulatory system, that will really cause problems once that gets messed up. So it's urgent, and I mean urgent, that you start to focus on the blood sugar. You don't have a lot of time here, ma'am. So what you want to do is get on the Healthy Start Pack. Call your longevity rep today. Don't mess around. This is very serious. Call your longevity rep, get on the Healthy Start Pack. Tell them you also want the Sweeties, and you also want the Z Radical or the Fucoid Z. It's a little bit better, the Fucoid Z. And you want to start practicing all of the strategies for dealing with, for helping stabilize blood sugar. That means, number one, laying off of sweets and breads and pastas and flours. And if you feel like you absolutely positively have to have those kinds of foods, make sure you do your Sweeties after you eat those foods, and maybe do some Slender FX before you eat those foods, so you can at least mitigate the cravings, and you'll find yourself eating less of those kinds of foods. But you really want zero tolerance as best as you can for those kinds of foods. In addition to the Fucoid Z and the Healthy Start Pack and the Sweeties product, the Ultimate Selenium can also help you stabilize the blood sugar as well. You might want to throw in some Vision FX specifically for the eyes, and make sure you're eating your veggies, your colored veggies, reds and greens and oranges. Those are all very supportive for the macula. That's the part of the eye that breaks down when you have macular degeneration. By the way, it doesn't matter that it's wet or it's dry. That's just an irrelevant medical distinction. It doesn't really matter. But making sure you're getting these pigments, the reds and the oranges and the greens from fruits and vegetables, is very important. So you're going to want to mix them with butter, and maybe use some of your digestive enzymes. The butter can help pull out those pigments out of the fruits and the vegetables, make them easier for your body to access them, for them to get in your blood, and then use them with your ultimate enzymes. Lots you could do there, but man, this is very, very important. At the age of 69, if you're overweight, plus you have the macular degeneration issues, those are both not good signs at all, and it's very important you start to do something about it, and I'd be doing it today. I wouldn't wait even one day. Thanks for your call. Appreciate it, and I hope we helped you out. Got one more segment to talk to you at 831-685-1080, 831-685-1080, or 888-379-2552, toll free. I'm Pharmacist Ben, along with Doug Winfrey. We're coming back at you right after this commercial break.
If you're up several times every night to go to the bathroom, have frequent urination during the day, feel like you have to urinate, but then have difficulty getting a stream going, have leaking, dribbling, or urgency to the point a restroom must always be nearby, you may have an enlarged prostate. According to the National Kidney Foundation, by age 60, more than half of all men have an enlarged prostate, or BPH. By age 85, that number is 90%, according to the American Urological Association. Ultimate Prost FX from Longevity has been developed for nutritional support of the prostate gland. Prost FX promotes prostate health and supports healthy prostate function. Stop sprinting to the restroom and avoid those embarrassing moments with Prost FX from Longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Through his research as a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that most health problems afflicting livestock can be prevented and even reversed. Many of these same health challenges also occur in humans. These too can be prevented and reversed. Doc's original formula, called the pig arthritis formula, alleviated all arthritis symptoms in animals. The same basic formula has been developed for humans, called the Pig Pack, which includes plant-derived minerals, a multiple vitamin complex, glucogel, and EFAs. Add to that Youngevity's OsteoFX Plus, a proprietary blend of liquid calcium, magnesium, and glucosamine. Now you have the Pig Pack Plus to make up the 90 essential nutrients Dr. Wallach has identified as necessary for sustained good health and longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
So we decided to upgrade the look of our home.
You know, improve the curb appeal.
We decided to add the look of stone to the exterior.
We really like the stacked stone look.
Yeah, but when I checked into the price, it was ridiculous. No way could we afford it.
Then a friend told me about Genstone. Genstone.
Genstone comes in lightweight panels made of polyurethane. They've actually engineered the hassle out of installation. No mortar, no mesh. It was easy. Even I could do it.
We just screwed the panels to the wall and it looks like stone. I mean, it really looks like stone.
Yeah, from the box to the wall in minutes.
We love the look of our home now.
And Genstone is durable, comes with a 25-year warranty, and offers additional R-value for insulation.
If you want the look of stone at a price you can afford, call Genstone
at 855-955-STONE.
Trust me, you'll save money.
And you'll love the look.
855-955-STONE. That's 855-955-7866.
All right, we are back on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. I'm Pharmacist Ben, sitting in for Doc, along with Doug Winfrey. And you and your phone calls, 831-685-1080 or 888-379-2552. Got a couple lines open for you, 831-685-1080 or 888-379-2552. Who's next, Douglas?
All right, let's head to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And Laura, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Hey, what's up, Laura? City of brotherly love. Laura? Laura? Hello?
Yes, hello?
Hi, Laura. How you doing? That's all right. How's it going?
I had you on mute.
No worries. How's it going?
Okay. I'm
All
good.
right.
I'm good. I wanted to ask, when I was 30, I was diagnosed with cervical cancer.
Okay.
And when I turned 59, it came back. But when I did it at 30, I had radiation. And then when it came back at 59, I did radiation and chemotherapy and proton radiation.
Okay.
Now the problem is I have radiation prytitis. That's what I'm dealing with.
Radiation, what kind of titus?
Prytitis, radiation prytitis. If I'm saying it right, prytitis.
You got radiation sickness. How's that?
Okay, all right. Cool.
tell us about your radiation sickness. What is it, on your skin? Where is it?
No. Well, see, I have urgency where when I eat, I go to the bathroom. I can't really hold my bowels.
All right. So the radiation messed up your digestive system, it sounds like.
Yeah, that's something because I can't.
You're talking about urination problems? Are you talking about a urination issue?
No, I'm talking about
bowel movement.
Bowel movement.
All right. Yeah. Radiation therapy can cause all kinds of complications, bladder problems, bowel problems, etc. because radiation is intense. You're burning the body, basically. So here's what you need to do. Number one, if you can link your problems to specific foods, that will be very helpful. You want to eliminate the foods that are causing those kinds of problems. It may be some kind of reaction to the foods in combination with a broken down digestive system. So step number one, see if you can notice an association between your bowel problems and specific foods. That's the first thing to do. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Second thing you want to do is you want to start using some good probiotics. The Biolumin Nightly Essence is my favorite. Probiotics, good bacteria in the gut, can help stabilize bowel movement problems. If you're constipated, they can help you go to the bathroom. If you have diarrhea or loose stools, they can help slow things down. So it can go both ways. And then, by the way, the Fucoid Z can do the same thing. So Biolumin Nightly Essence, Fucoid Z, Healthy Start Pack. Associate your problems with specific foods and see if you can avoid those foods. You also want to start building up the digestive tract, and the the same tissue that's in the joints is in the digestive tract. It's called connective tissue. And that's why the glucogel caps, which work great for the joints, glucosamine and chondroitin and all the wonderful ingredients in the glucogel caps, those will also help strengthen the digestive system as well. So get yourself on the glucogel caps. You might also want to consider cartilage-containing products, cartilage-containing foods like bone soup, as we were talking about with our last caller. So got lots of strategies there for you. Healthy Start Pack. Make sure you're using your Biolumin Nightly Essence, your Fucoid Z, the glucogel caps, and then probably a little bit of bone soup. And then most importantly, though, is see if you can associate your problems to specific foods. Thanks so much for your call. Appreciate it, and God bless you. Good luck with the cancer and with your radiation issues. Appreciate your call. See if we get one more in, Doug?
No, we're just about out of time. We only got about 40 seconds here.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, if we left you on hold, apologize. Give us a call back tomorrow, and we'll get your phone calls. I'm Pharmacist Ben. It's been great to be sitting in for Dr. Wallach. If you're on the fence about nutritional supplementation, if you're on the fence about the longevity products, I urge you, please give it a shot, especially if you're dealing with a health challenge, especially if you're on prescription drugs. Listen, I'm a pharmacist. I've been working with prescription drugs pretty much my whole adult life, and I can tell you there's no such thing as a good prescription drug. If you need them, you need them. But if you're on one, your ultimate goal should be to get off of it. And the best way to get off of it is to start to incorporate a good nutritional supplement program into your lifestyle, to start to incorporate the Healthy Start Pack. Heck, just sipping on the Beyond Tangy Tangerine can make a huge difference. Try it today. I'm not kidding you, folks. If you're like most people, you're going to notice results within 1 or 2 days. Results like more energy, results like weaning yourself off your prescription drugs, results like lower blood pressure, results like just feeling better. And if you want, then you can start yourself a business and make some money selling the longevity products. Enjoy all the tax benefits associated with having your own business as well. Thanks for listening, friends. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Have yourselves a wonderful, spectacular day for Doc Wallach and all the folks at the ZBS Radio Network. We'll talk to you all later. Bye for now.